Loretta Lynn's. Here you guys are at the end of the week. Got some specials going on. Want to share them with us?
Yeah, we're trying to get rid of everything we have.
You don't want to carry it home.
I literally want to leave with nothing. So any purchase today, we're going to give you a free hat. So please come see us. We're right next to FMF. We will be here all day until 3 o'clock.
So Sports Brawl, underwear, whatever, any purchase today, free.
Socks. Yep.
Are you kidding?
Socks. Yep, everything. Free hat.
I got to send my daughter over there. We'll be loading up. Now, unfortunately, that means it's going to move out of your truck into my truck. So I'm not sure
Correct.
That's a good strategy for me.
Correct. But yeah, see us all day. Free hat with purchase all day.
Awesome. Hey, thanks, Kyle. You guys, as you know, #1 brand out there. Everybody absolutely crazy about it. You spent your time down here at the week with us, and here at the end of the week reaching out. Got a great deal going on. Any ethical purchase includes a free hat. They're right beside FMF. Stop down, see them. See Kyle. Tell him and friends up at the booth sent you down. Kyle, have a great week, man. Appreciate you. All right, coming up next, Senior 40 Plus, getting these guys on the gate right now. Going to be just a moment, get things underway. Hey guys, look, we got to get the word out there right now. You see a traffic jam out here. I'm not sure if you guys understand or not, but this is a county road. This is not a private park road. This is not a straight state park road. Anthony, the ranch manager, just told me if you are parked on this road, bad news for you because there is a tow truck en route. Now you can see we've got traffic stopped. People, not everybody are here to see. You know, some people live right out here. Some people are going back and forth to work. Not everybody stopped here to watch the races. So if you decided you're so important you have to park on the side of the road because you can't walk or don't feel like walking, well, that's going to result in a big tow bill for you because the tow truck is on the way. You guys are parked all the way down the side of the road. Listen, you guys need to get out there, get them moved right now. Tow trucks are on the way for everybody parked on the side of the county road right now. Doesn't matter if you're parked in the grass or not. Doesn't matter if your wheels are touching on the side of the pavement. If you are parked on the side of the road, tow truck is en route right now to help you relocate your vehicle. Senior 40 Plus. And look at this. Holy cow. After one, Mike Brown, we kind of expected that. Out front, Chris Kiefer in that #2 spot. Rob Floth, another player. He's in that #3 position. There he is himself, Loretta. Robert Blake in that #4 spot. Greg Paymart, 3-time Loretta Lynn's K9 Kennel Club champion right there. He's in the #5 spot. Matt Barber in 6th. Shane Keller rides in 7th. Robbie McQuarrie in that #8 spot. Scotty Metz rides in 9th. And Ryan Terlecki's going to round out our top 10. Take a look at our lap times right now. Mike Brown checking in on lap #2 with a 1:59.9. Last time he had a gap of about 9.8 seconds. Let's see how that works out. As waiting on Kiefer to check in. Should be about 20 seconds from now. Now it's back 16.6 seconds. So Mike Brown doing exactly what he needs to do. Putting in good laps, making good line choices, and being very, very consistent. Mike Brown looking for that trifecta, looking to go 1-1-1. Kiefer, he could have 3 deuces right here, 2-2-2, and Shane Keller looking at a possible 6-3-3 for 3rd overall. As we work our way through this Senior 40 Plus It's a pleasure to welcome into the booth right now a friend of mine. Known him several years, Jeff Hines. You know, you and I go back, my goodness, I don't even know how many years. We've done a lot of events together. I got a phone call from you there last week and said, man, something about the ranch, Megawatt. What's going on up there? What's happening? You need some help, this and that. I said, well, we pretty much got it covered, but, man, we'd love to have you with us.
You guys
we'd love to have you hanging out with us. And sure enough, man, you show up, and you have been all over this place.
Well, it's been a lot of fun. I mean, I get an opportunity to call, let's say, a whole lot of regionals and area events. I've been doing that for quite a while. So, yeah, then just, see the culmination, see the payoff. As you said earlier, see sometimes the heartbreak, but certainly see the victory and all the hard work that pays off and the elation.
Absolutely, Jeff. You know, many years,
awesome.
many years you've been involved with qualifiers. You've watched regionals. You've done everything from ROC to Freestone to
that one. Ponca, that kind of stuff.
You've done them all, man. You've been there, done that. And, you know, when we take a look at today's rundown, Mike Brown, Chris Kiefer, Shane Cole, Rob Flaw. Man, these are names we've been calling for 25 years.
Yeah, well, they've been around.
The thing is, we're all closer to 60, so 25 years had us at the plus 30 class anyways, right?
But you know what? When you start adding up the experience, you see guys like Gruy that are making their way through the pack. Looks like old Pork Stevenson, Michael. Pork Sandwich Stevenson hanging on with him. And those guys put some laps together. And Scotty Metz, you can see their times. So they've got some work to do, but they're getting it done. They're about halfway through where they probably want to be, but they've still got plenty of time to make it happen.
And out there making it happen, Jeff. You know, year in and year out, that's who they are. They're racers, you know, and they're going to continue to be racers. We talk about the upcoming riders. We talk about the 65s, the 85s, the super minis. Those are definitely the stars of tomorrow. But when we look through some of our vet classes, not only do we have guys like Chris Kiefer, one of the Ultimate Magazine bike testers, has his own testing company now. Mike Brown, a multi-time national champion in many disciplines, motocross, off-road, doesn't matter. And then we look at guys like Greg Paymart. Greg Paymart, that guy's got a full-time job, all right? He's out there working all week long, but Frenchie never misses the ranch.
He's way more than a weekend warrior, isn't he? He's all in, man. You see the guy on the track, he's always on top of it, a thumb of whatever's happening. He's got the pulse going with him. He's a mess. A lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Robert Blake, so McQuarrie, he's been in it for quite a while, no doubt about that. And you know, Kiefer out there walking the walk, talking the talk, doing a great job in other media outlets, and just seeing in the mix, and his son as well. I know Kevin was talking about how many father-sons, how many brothers we got coming back and enjoying it, you know.
And I love that, Jeff, to be honest with you. You know, we had the Alessi brothers, and you know, we go clear back to the Jones brothers, the Sun brothers, you know, I mean, the Martin brothers, you know.
What's going on? Is that me?
Many different.
It's okay. There we go.
Many different brother combinations over the years, and most notably right now, the Lawrence brothers, you know, most notably. It all means a little something to everybody, but we've had a lot of fun here this week. And
it's been fun listening to you guys. It's been hilarious. Man,
we appreciate that. When we take a look right now, all the way down.
Still setting those fast laps. What an iconic rider. I mean, he puts his bike on the line, as you said, in any kind of discipline, and you know you're going to have to deal with Mike Brown. And that's another thing. These guys have been training hard. They know he's going to be here. He's going to be showing up. He's going to be heavy. Gruy, another guy, man. It don't matter what class. You see him down there at the other big amateur nationals and stuff, and multiple classes. The guy was always on fire, and, you know, just he keeps it rolling, gives an opportunity to these guys and these young guys in this plus 40 class to look at their future, and they continue to, you know, make their mark at the amateur national level, you know, as Rodney likes to call it, the amateur racing nation, man.
Absolutely,
it's alive and well.
Take a look at John Gruy. Now, he's moved himself up to 11. What's funny is he got a really bad start, which is unusual for John Gruy. And you didn't see him picking up one or two spots. Timing and scoring doesn't do sections. They do laps here is exactly what they do. So all of a sudden, Gruy picks up about 5 spots. You know, a lot of guys work their way by one spot at a time and this and that.
Well, you alluded to that earlier. This ain't your average ride right here. Those ain't your average guys out there. To get through 3 or 4 guys in one lap, that's almost unheard of here at the ranch. These guys work too hard. They're not giving up those spots that easy, especially this plus 40 class of crusty dudes out there. They know a lot of stuff. They're not going to give up any easy passes out there.
No,
so
they're not going to be any give-me's, that's for sure. One thing I was mentioning, we take a look a little farther back. You know, you look at guys like Matt Byton, as certainly not what he planned as he came down to the ranch here on that 21 Honda. Barry Karsten, you know, he's sitting in that 13th position right now. Actually, he's, let's see, where is Barry Karsten as we run? Looks like he's back in 21, back in 21st position. So having some issues right there, and those are challenges of the ranch. Now, challenges of the ranch. We're normally used to seeing him, Growy, Brown up front battling for the lead, and this is a stacked class this year. And with the strange starts that we've had, all kinds of guys in contention. But
that
right now,
really illustrates just how hard that track is, how tough that track is out there for these guys to have a bad time and then come through a charge from the back of the pack. Man, it's just really unbelievable to see this happen, and it's happened to a lot of guys. I mean, Logan Best had a tough time. He came all the way through back. I mean, you know, there's
Casey Cochran had an amazing ride the other day. Passed like 107 people.
Yeah,
and there was only 40 on the track.
You know, if Casey gets that good start up there, he's so polished. If you don't get up there and ruffle his feathers a little bit, he's polished. He's going to take it. We saw that earlier. I mean, there's a lot of great races coming up where those third championship motos hanging in the balance, and these guys want to wrap it up.
And that's what we live for, Jeff. We live for that showdown. We live for that shootout. We live for the winner take all. Yeah. Down to just about 8 minutes left.
Yeah, the hard work's coming on right now. These guys have been putting the time in it, and we're so blessed right here. What a beautiful day. Now, it was really hot a couple of days ago. Yesterday was nice, but today, really, we're getting a reprieve. Got some good weather out there, and you're seeing some good lap times.
Yes, sir.
The track staying really good all day long.
Little bit of cloud cover make all the difference in the world.
Doesn't it? Scott Metz back there trying to get into that top 10. Michael Stevenson, as we said, moving to the front on that KTM, the STC ride. He'll move into the top 10. Ryan Tracy aboard the Honda. Gruey keeps moving to the front right there still. Oh, man, look at that lap time. Gruey's not going to be denied. He's going to be up there on your boy Beretta before you know it. Robert Blake still running in that 7th spot. Terlecki
absolutely got Sam the bird down there in the pits waiting on him. Beretta does, you know, hanging out on the podium, hoping to go to see him down there.
Brother-in-law had one of those things, man, and you give that bird a roll of pennies, a regular roll of pennies, and that was the happiest that bird ever has. His head, tail, head feathers go up straight up and everything. Just it was crazy cool bird.
My buddy used to feed one walnuts, and that thing, let me tell you talk about a strong beak.
It'd
take a whole walnut. Keep your finger out of that thing's mouth.
Can't wear rings around birds like that. Yeah.
All right.
Barber in that top 5. McQuarrie in the 4th spot. Chris Kiefer again, smooth and solid, but wow, moving up in there. Shane takes a shot at him. He's going to make a pass, but again, Mike with those solid lap times continued to stay out in front. Mike Brown looking to put another notch in his gun belt, and talk about a gunfighter with an incredible, iconic career. He fills the bill, checks all the boxes.
Absolutely checks all the boxes. You know, even has a line named after him on the Tunnel of Love right here.
How about that?
Absolutely use the Mike Brown line.
Man,
on the Tunnel of Love. So
that's not a lot of love.
And that
for
was
the rest
recognized
of the
by
riders.
Stu Baylor yesterday, one of our GNCC riders. You know, I was impressed with Stu's knowledge, his ability to pick out the line choices, the ability to see the difference in the riders. That tells me he doesn't just follow pro motocross. He just didn't pick up a couple motos and catch a couple motos before he headed down. He's on the tractor listening each and every year. He was calling out, Stu was calling out.
Even at his age.
Moto wins from last year and finishing position and crashes from last year. So great job by Stu Baylor. Hope he stops by a little later this afternoon. But right now, our man Kevin Kelly has made his way into the booth. He's going to catch up with us on the next moto here. We're going to move into our mini senior 2 and then going to take a quick intermission. Jeff Hines.
We got a lot of folks moving up in here.
Yeah, going to come back with our 450C right after intermission.
Ryan Sprintz is going to join us up here again, champion of the Rock Paper Sisters yesterday. Again, you got Kevin Kelly up here. You got your Jake and the boys up here. Doing a great job, man.
Mikey Wayne's over there talking strategy as well.
In.
So
right there, Brian's on point, and Mike Brown looking to roll this thing on in a little more than 5 minutes right here, and he continues just to be the benchmark up here in this plus 40 class, and and rightfully so. But these other guys, no doubt about it, just an amazing run. They continue to go to the front.
He's the absolute measuring stick, no question about that.
Yeah.
With Kiefer coming into play a couple years ago, it kind of picked things up at a different level, because when we talk about John Gruy was never a top national contender. He was never a top pro rider by any means. He was an amateur national champion many times over, and that's what he continues to be. Barry Carson, another champion in different areas like Canada or some arena cross stuff.
Incredible
or
arena
small
cross.
series of stuff. So Barry having a stellar pro career, comes back here and spends time with us every year at the ranch. And that's an absolute joy to have those guys come back, show that true love of racing. But again, we talk about guys like Fosnock, Paymart, Barber. These guys got 9 to 5 jobs, They're working daily. They're supporting kids, grandkids, probably the neighbors' kids too, in the state we live in today. So, if you're not taking care of your kids, somebody else is. But he's one of those guys. And our whole senior 40-plus, stellar people, great role models, and want your kids to learn how to ride, want your kids to learn how to be a better person. Come out here and watch these senior 40-plus motos.
Absolutely.
That's all you need to do. Down to just about 4 minutes, 2-lap car. Jeff, I believe, will be out next time around.
Rolling on through that 31-second gap we've got built here. I was just kind of looking at that right there. Little astounding numbers up on the board. Going into about 3-4, we'll be looking for that 2 card up any time, I guess. Yeah, things closing in on that. Well, no, we got quite a few more for these guys. But Shane trying to hold off Chris Kiefer. Kiefer running just about 8 seconds back right there. Robbie McCary about the 9-second gap that he's got going on in, and Gruy will make his way into the top 5. Again, man, just like a diesel engine on that Kawasaki, you get that guy rolling, and he's a runaway engine. He's going to go to the top 5. No, man, he's good to go. Ryan Terlecki's doing a good job. That Kawasaki rider's going to follow him into the top 6. Hans Neal. Hans in that top 7 now for you. Stevenson moves to the 8th spot. Robert Blake, a 9th place run. And Matt Barber up into the top 10 on the KTM right there. So some great racing between these riders. You see these lap times very, very similar, even as we work it all the way down to the end. So, even though these guys, as many of them have their 9 to 5ers, their weekend warriors out there, but they are letting it all hang out here at the ranch. They know what it means to get a win here.
And an interesting point about that, Jeff, a lot of times our last lap is the same as our first lap because that's our pace. Okay, like you said, we're 9 to 5ers. We're 9 to 5ers, and that's who we are. That's we're used to riding that all week long. Yes, can we push? Can we pour on 2 hard laps and then puke in a bucket later? Yeah, absolutely we can. But to be able to get out here and run this kind of pace lap after lap after lap for 20 minutes, that absolutely explains who each of these guys are. Hans Neal's a 207 guy. Chris Kiefer's a 209 guy. Mike Brown's a 206 guy at this particular point. So
find the flow, get the heart rate, get everything settled where they're comfortable,
Exactly.
You can put that kind of time in.
But we talk about that lap time being the same at the end. That's because that's what they're conditioned to do. That's what they're conditioned to do.
Very
now,
impressive.
do we see an opportunity? Do we see somebody bobble in front of us? Do we see an opportunity? Sure, then we're going to step it up. Can we charge to pick up that extra point? Yeah, maybe for a lap or 2. But right now, we take a look at consistency, and the key role model to that is Mike Brown. Lap number 9 out. That means the white flag is out. Less than 1 lap to go now in this senior 40-plus. Mini senior 2, 13 to 15 coming up here in just a moment. Going to take a quick intermission, and I can't believe we're moving into the 1 o'clock hour already as we look at just about 20 minutes after 12.
You'll stretch it out to over 33 seconds right here as we get to that white flag. So, absolutely.
29 not enough, Jeff. All right,
like you said,
29, you really don't have that cushion. 33 seconds now, I feel a little more confident in that cushion. Yeah.
He's comfortable now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great run.
Just, Mike had to ice it another 4 seconds there just to be sure.
But all these guys, as you said, very consistent lap times. Hans Neal still in the 2:07 range out there. Maybe taking a shot at McQuarrie, but about 9 seconds off. But a good look. And our riders making, looking to finish this thing up plus 40, but another great championship we're going to bestow. And rightfully so, as you said, another notch in his gun belt. He is a player, has been in multiple disciplines.
That guy's Moto royalty, and he's still out here doing it. We talk about Hall of Famers. We talk about guys. Well, they've been retired for years, some of them. They haven't ridden a bike. They go out and they do the occasional charity event, or they do the dealer day or the sponsor day, this type of thing. Not this dude. Okay, this dude's out there competing this guy pays his own entry fee and goes and races every week somewhere because that's who he is. That's what he loves. Yeah. He's not out showing up just for sponsors. He's not out just to make a quick buck. This guy's paying his own way. Okay,
just loves the ride.
And that's what riders do. Yeah. So let's call it right here. We see him making his way in. Checkered flag going to be out. Congratulations to Mike Brown. 1-1-1 in this weekend. It looks like Chris Kiefer going to be able to go 2-2-3 and hold on, while Shane Keller did a great job. He's a little inconsistent there. That 6 threw him off a bit, so 6-3-2 Moto finishes for him. Going to make your overall podium Brown, Kiefer, Keller. Your Moto podium looks like it's going to be Brown, Keller, Kiefer.
Yeah, Drewy just missing out on that, but man, what an unbelievable battle. Megawatt. My pleasure. Thank you, guys. It's
Jeff
wonderful to be up
here,
man.
Let me tell you something. If you're in the house, we're putting you on the mic. That's all I can tell you.
It's been a lot of fun. I think it was 94. I think I started. I was just kind of thinking you sent me back for a moment
your heart.
So I think 94, Gold Cup, Gatorback, first thing I ever did down there.
So we're knocking on the door 30 years.
Yeah, how about
God
that?
bless you, brother.
Hey,
and you
man,
know what?
It's been a fun. I've got time. Kevin Kelly, this guy right next to me, man.
The consummate pro.
In this whole place.
The consummate professional right
rolling
there.
In here, the emotions
Absolutely.
and the memories and the good times. Man, thanks. It's unreal.
Heinzie, that's why we did it right there, brother.
Thank you guys so much. Kevin, welcome to the club.
Well, normally we go 3-2-1, but this guy is such a big lead, and he's been there, done that. He knows exactly the drill. He just hangs out here in the box anyway. So let's get right to it. Another Moto win with a big margin, another Stasic hole shot, another gold, and another national championship. Mike Brown. It's funny, Kiefer said the other day, this is your Glen Helen, but okay, you are a Tennessee guy, but it is different. You don't get to ride this track any more than anyone else.
For sure, coming from sand all year long, it's difficult for I think everybody that trains in the sand. You come here and you see ruts everywhere, and it makes a big difference, but luckily, the last 2 weeks in Florida there, we had a great track at Baker's and made it as rut as we could, and helped me for sure. Last year I come not prepared for the ruts, and it showed, and this year I feel better, and bike's doing awesome, and just happy to be here. Hope the rain holds out for everybody.
Yeah, we'll see. You got another one you're working on, right?
Yeah, one more, the 50-50 plus still at 4 o'clock, and just like I said, I hope the rain holds out and everybody can have a clean race, good racing, and go home safe.
All right. Who do you want to thank, Mike?
FXR, Munn Racing, Dunlop, FMF, 60s, Enzo suspension. I've got it, like I said, last week, and it's awesome. Haven't turned a clicker on it, and tried a 350 this year, too. I've been riding 450s, and it whooped me last year, so I had to go to a little bit more of a girly bike. So it's good. Andrew Langston for building the engine. It shows how good it is on the start there with them other bikes, and couldn't done it without him. I got everything last week. I rode this bike for the first time Tuesday, and it's awesome, and I haven't touched a clicker on it.
350, getting the whole shot. Here is a whole shot award, and I will bring the AMA up for a second to hand out the number 1 plate. We'll give you champagne when it's all over. We're not a plate yet. Hang out here for a minute, Mike. I want to get our second place finisher on up and hand out a silver. I think we added an N for no reason. Hey, a solid battle. He overcame Kiefer. He takes the silver. Shane Kelleher. You worked hard for that one.
Very hard.
Yeah, you got to be proud.
Very proud.
What kind of, okay, we know what Brown's deal is. What is your program leading in this event?
Like I said yesterday, we just show up on Sundays and race. There's no practice. There's no diet. We literally just show up and race and go hard.
I love it. Only in New England. All right, who do you want to thank, Shane?
FXR, Moto, Hydra Weareth, factory connection suspension, 139 designs, and motor rods. And that's it. Razy motorcycles.
All right, let's hear it for Shane Kelleher taking silver in 40 plus. Good job, Shane. And now we'll bring up our third place finisher. And then we'll hand over the #1 plate and shake some champagne with Mr. Mike Brown. All right, always good to have him here at the Ranch. Been slinging podcasts all week. Let's hear it for Chris Kiefer. Sorry, I almost tripped over his trophy. The experience, man. I know you're all about, the vibing and all that. I know third in the Moto might not be what you want, but it's the experience. What's that been like for you?
I just like hanging out with my family and all the like-minded people that love dirt bikes, so it's fun, but I'm still competitive, so a little salty on that one. Okay. My plan of veering over on Brownie off the start did not shake down like I thought it was, and I completely choked on the start. And but man, some of these guys, 5th, 6th on the first lap, they send it like B-class kids. I'm like, whoa, like I'm good, bro. Like you guys can go and stack it in there. I'm just kind of cruised, and I got mass arm pump. I never get arm pump, so I think it's just over the week helping Aiden. I'm a little worn down, but no excuses, man. The guy in the Honda rode really good. Brownie's unbelievable. He's like an alien. Brownie is an alien. Like I feel like someone's inside of his body that's not 50 years old and like 18. So it's fun to be here. I got 2nd overall behind Mike, and I got to hang out with my kid. He rode really good, and it's a great. And I get to see you, Weege.
I know we don't hang out as much as people think.
And I don't drink, but I have an annual beer with Weege every year here. So we're gonna maybe have an annual beer tonight.
I feel bad. You got about 9,000 friends, and there's 899 that are jealous that I get to do that. Who do you want to thank, dude?
I better give a shout out to Steve at Pulp MX. He's always riding me. Steve's actually helped me start my career post dirt rider. So I owe a lot to Steve and Pookie, and owe a lot to my beautiful wife Heather. We call her Amateur National Heather because she's aggro, but she's been pretty mellow this week. And big I love you to my wife and my kid. I love them very much, and it's nice to be around. And shout out to my dad who got me into dirt bikes. It's a great stress reliever. No matter if you guys race or not, when you put your leg over a dirt bike, it's an unbelievable feeling. And win or lose, I love it.
All right. Anybody else? You good?
I'm good. FXR, Dunlop. Of course, as always, Yamaha supplying me a bike. Congrats to Brownie. He is a badass.
That's it. All right. Chris Kiefer takes 3rd. And let's bring Mike Perkeen from the AMA on up with the #1 plate, and we will officially crown Mike Brown the champion. He gets a pair of Oakley sunglasses, but only for a lady. Let's hear from Mike Brown.